All right, I wasn't going to do a follow-up to the polynomial video, but I figured I should. I wanted to make sure that I talked about a couple of specific things, so it should not be the same length as the others. But before, when we talked about the intro and introduction to polynomials, we found out what a polynomial was. We found out how to find the degree of a polynomial. It's really just take the sum of the exponents of each term, and whichever one has the highest number of that sum, whichever sum is the largest, that number is the degree of the whole thing. So in these two terms, this one had a degree of 5, this term had a degree of 7, so the degree of the whole polynomial is 7. I wanted to talk about the standard form of a polynomial because oftentimes you'll be asked to write it in standard form. What standard form is really is when you actually write the polynomial in order of the degree from greatest to least. So I'll just say list the polynomial, list the terms of a polynomial in order from greatest to least. From greatest to least. All right, so a lot of words, but here's what I mean. If I give you an example of, let's say, 3x squared y cubed plus 2 minus 7x plus, 4x to the 5th y squared. Let me make that y right there a little better. Y to the cube, y cubed. So let's just say that's your polynomial. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 terms in it. Let me find the degree of this one. The degree of this one is 5 because I have the 2 and the 3. This does not have a degree. I'll just say 0, if you will. I don't want to. Let me erase that. I don't even want to say that. It's a plus. The degree here would be 1, and the degree here would be 7. So if I want this in standard form, I need to write this in order of the degree from largest to smallest. So the largest degree is 7. So I would say this is 4x to the 5th, y to the 2nd. The next highest is this one. It's a positive 3x squared, y to the 3rd. The next one is this one, minus 7x. And the last one is this one, plus 2. That is written in standard form. All right. Now, from standard form, I can say, or I could ask you for the leading coefficient. Now, if you remember what a coefficient is, it's just the number attached to the variable in a term. If I'm looking for the leading coefficient, it's the coefficient of the first term in standard form. It's the coefficient of the first term if it's in standard form. So then the leading coefficient in this problem would just be 4. I have to put it in standard form first, but the leading coefficient would be 4. All right, that's used a little bit more outside of our class, but I wanted to introduce that right now just because it kind of makes sense. But we could find the standard form of a polynomial if we understand the degree. And once it's in standard form, I could then ask you for the leading coefficient. All right, that's all.